Hi, my name is Phil Ciccio, and this lesson is on belief. Belief is so powerful. You know, Napoleon Hill once said, no one's ready for a thing until they believe they can acquire it. The state of mind must be belief and not mere wish or hope. When we're talking about belief, you have to understand most people want things, and maybe you want a few things, and they want things on the conscious level. But ultimately, we look at them and they're never even doing anything that is apparent that they're going to go out and get what they want. Maybe you're in that same situation where you want something, you want money, or you want a relationship, or you want a better career, or you want to have success in the career that you're in. However, you're not actually going out and doing anything to acquire it. And the reason is belief. See, when we have an idea at the conscious level, nothing happens there. Absolutely nothing happens until we believe it's possible for us, because that belief creates the emotion, and it's all about emotion. See, when we really believe in something, and you probably have some convictions in your life, I'm sure you do, and these beliefs are so strong that nobody can ever tell you it's not going to happen for you. That's how you have to be about the things that you want in your life. So if it's a success in your industry, you have to believe that it's possible for you to the point where there's nothing that's going to stop you from getting it. You see, it's the belief with behavior that's important. Most people believe, they say they believe something, okay? But they're not behaving in a way that's in harmony with what they say they believe. So it's not in congruency. So they say they want something, but they're not doing anything to go out and get it. You have to be behaving in such a way that's going to allow you to achieve the goals and dreams that you want. So you got to get it beyond your conscious level into your subconscious, where it's belief. It creates emotion, okay? Because the emotion is incredibly powerful. It's the belief in the things that moves your body into action. It's the emotion that allows that to happen. See, the emotion is what creates this law of attraction. It creates the ability to bring things into your life, whether it's ideas, resources, people, money. It comes from the emotional state that you're in, not what you're thinking about only. Think about, get emotional about. Okay, so what I mean by this is this. When your thoughts and your emotions come together, that's when you attract things into your life. There was a study, it actually didn't even happen intentionally. There are 2 satellites on each end of our planet, on each end of the globe. And these satellites measure the magnetic pull of the Earth. And one day, the scientists were looking at sort of this graph of what was happening, and they noticed a huge spike on the graph, meaning that there was a very, very powerful magnetic pull from the Earth. And they were wondering why this happened and when it happened. So they took a calendar and they overlaid this calendar onto this graph to see exactly when this magnetic pull occurred with the Earth. And it happened 15 minutes after the first plane hit the trade towers during 9/11. Now think about this for a moment. Why would there be such a powerful magnetic pull during that moment of time? It was because of this emotion that was created. See, we attract through our emotions, right? We see something, we get emotional about it, and we start to attract. Okay, so it's the emotion tied with the belief, tied with the thought that creates everything that we want in our life. Okay, so I'll give you another example. Let's just say for a moment, okay, that you looked out the window and somebody that was just walking by tripped and fell on the sidewalk, and they just fell onto their knee. Well, your body would probably react to that in such a way that, you know, you're not really emotionally involved with that person, so you might look out the window and see if that person's okay. However, because you're not emotionally involved, you didn't run out to go help them. Now, if that was somebody that you knew, a child that you knew, or a loved one that you knew that tripped outside, your body would react in such a way that it would run out there because of the emotions that are tied to it. So it's all about getting emotional about what you want. And to get emotional about what you want, you've got to believe that it's possible for you. It's all about belief in behavior. So what I want you to start to do is, people ask me, you know, how do I believe that it's possible for me? Again, it's creating that picture. It's creating that movie in your mind. At first, as you're playing this movie, you're not going to believe it. It's almost like you're lying to yourself. And you want to believe it, but you're lying to yourself. You know, let's just say that you want to have wealth and prosperity or whatever it is, okay? And all of a sudden you're saying to yourself, I'm lying to myself. But over time, if you continue to lie to yourself, you'll start to believe it, okay? Your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So since it doesn't know that it's just being imagined, it's just a picture in your mind, it starts to move it into physical form. Let me just give you an example of what I mean by this. Since your subconscious mind doesn't understand that something isn't real, you could take right now and imagine for a moment taking a wedge of lemon and biting into this wedge of lemon. And the juices start to flow to the back of your mouth. And just imagining that is probably either giving you a shiver up your spine or maybe started to make your mouth salivate. And the thing is, you never really bit into a lemon, but your subconscious mind doesn't know that, so it starts to move your body into reacting as though you had. That's how powerful a subconscious mind is. So think about this. You start thinking about what you want over and over again. You may not believe it at first, but start to believe in it. And as you start to think about this over and over again, this lie that you're telling yourself, or that you think you're telling yourself, starts to become a belief because your subconscious mind doesn't know it's not real. Sometimes we also have to believe in the belief that others have in us. You know, this one is tough for some people. So you know what, I don't believe I can do it, but you know, maybe a spouse or a friend or your boss or somebody that you love is saying, I know you can do this, I know you can do this, right? And you have to believe in the belief that they have in you until your belief system kicks in. Start believing in what they're sharing with you, what they're telling you is possible for you. Get around the right people so that their beliefs become your beliefs. I'm going to finish this with a really quick story, okay? There was a gentleman who was called the Great Sombrati, and he was a tightrope walker, and he used to do tightrope walking over all kinds of high areas. So he decided that one day he was going to do a tightrope walk across Niagara Falls. So he scheduled this, and all these people came from all over the world to watch him. Thousands of people there. He gets there, and it's one of the worst days ever. It's raining, and it's windy. It's really, really dangerous. But he believed he could do it. So he gets up there and he's going across he's got one of those long rods that you hold to help balance, and he's going across Niagara Falls, and it's treacherous. The winds are blowing and it's raining, but he had a really strong belief in himself that he could do this. And he makes it all the way across the other side. He's successful. He gets there and all the people are cheering and they're all happy for him. He's got this one raving fan, this guy that follows him all over the world. And he runs over to him. He says, Great Sombrati, that was amazing. I can't believe you did this. He goes, that was so amazing. He goes, I was thinking about how you could go back to the other side. And the Great Sombrati said, no, I was just coming one way. I wasn't planning on going back. He goes, no. He goes, you would amaze all of these fans if you could do it this way. He says, I brought a wheelbarrow, and instead of you going across with your bar, would you go across with your wheelbarrow instead? And he goes, it would be a spectacle. People would love this. It would be amazing. So the Great Sombrati thought for a moment. He says, listen, it's really windy out. It's raining really badly. I don't know if I can do it. And this young man says, listen, I believe you can do it. I know you can do it. I believe in you. I'm positive you can do it. You know, you're incredible. Take the wheelbarrow and go across. The Great Sombrati's like, you really think I can do it? Like, I know you can. He goes, you believe in me that much that I could do this? He says, I believe in you 100%. The belief that he had in the Great Sombrati was really coming through, right? That's what he was expressing. So the Great Sombrati said, you know what? If you believe so strongly that I can do it, I'm going to do it. He said, hop in the wheelbarrow. Think about that, right? So think about this. Listen, you got to believe in the belief that other people have in you, okay? Sometimes that'll instill the belief in you so you can go ahead and do what you need to do, and you got to start believing in the possibilities for you. Not impossibilities, possibilities. Hope you enjoyed this session. Again, my name is Phil Ciccio. Thank you.